Big things might be headed Alabama's way with a five-star recruit. Stick around. This is Way Offsides. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever the case may be. You all absolutely love recruiting. So guess what we're going to talk about today? Recruiting. Who would have thunk it? Well, you did. That's why you're here. You saw the thumbnail, you saw the title, and now you want Cotton to give you the skinny on what's going down. Well, I'll tell you what's going down. If you paid attention to the channel, recently we put in 2 Way Offside official predictions. Those are whoops, if you didn't know, and now you know. And the more you know. We put in 2 Way Offsides official predictions for 2 high-value Alabama targets for Alabama to land them, one being 5-star wide receiver Cedarian Morgan. You can check out our video on him. But the other one is on 5-star, and yes, I'm calling him a 5-star because even the agencies that have him as a 4-star before it's all said and done, he's going to be a 5-star. 5-star Jackson, Alabama running back is Xavier Crowell. Crowell's easier to say, so we're going to use Crowell. That's right, folks. We believe that Alabama is going to land these 2 5-star studs out of the state of Alabama when everyone last season said Kalen DeBoer couldn't recruit the state of Alabama. Oh, how wrong they were. I bet that guy was just laying in bed with a huge grin on his face, waiting to prove the barn wrong in the 2026 class. And it is definitely heading that way. So here's what you need to know about Xavier Crowell. Let's talk about him a little bit before we go too far. This is an elite recruit we're talking about here, guys. This isn't some Joe Smo, Johnny Snuffy off the side of the road. This is Jackson High School standout running back, 5'11", 205, Xavier Crowell. 247 has him as a composite 4-star right now, but just wait. He's a 5-star running back. He's the 3rd highest rated player in the state of Alabama, the number 2 running back in the country, and he's 32 nationally with a composite score of 98. Now, Robert Gillespie has been putting in some work with Xavier Crowell, so have some other schools. Derek Nix down there at Auburn, Chad Scott at Texas, Georgia's in the mix, Florida State. There's a lot of schools going after this kid for obvious reasons. You watch a little bit of film on him, and man, he is the real deal. In 2024, he ran for an absurd 1,964 rushing yards, just under 2,000 rushing yards on 168 carries. That's 31 touchdowns. He also had 9 receptions for 258 yards and 2 receiving touchdowns. He can catch out of the backfield, folks. It's a very big deal. He is absolutely a must-have recruit for Kalen DeBoer and company, simply to regain the reign over state recruiting. Now, Alabama doesn't have to recruit specifically and win the state of Alabama to be good. We know the pipeline out west. We know what Kalen DeBoer's done with his coaching staff. He's built this elaborate web of guys who have connections all over the country with high school coaches. But we told you that once Kalen DeBoer got implemented and set a foundation in the state of Alabama, it was going to be really hard to keep him out of these high schools and keep his name off of these recruits' tongues. And it looks like Bama may be in better shape than we even thought. Now, I officially put this prediction at 60%. I'm going to bump it up to 75 today. That's right. Breaking news. You're the first to hear it. I'm bumping it up to 75, and I'm going to tell you why. First and foremost, the guy has visited Alabama 9 times at this point. 9 times. His most recent, he took an official, he's got an official coming up, but he took an unofficial back on the 12th of April for A-Day. And for those of you, just some inside knowledge that we have here, Chris is very plugged in with some of the high school coaches in South Alabama. And a lot of them have told him that this has basically been a done deal since his A-Day experience. So in saying that, I feel very strongly that Kalen DeBoer, Robert Gillespie, and the staff there in Tuscaloosa are going to get the job done with 5-star running back Xavier Crowell. Now, I also think that this could be one of those situations where the recruitment might actually get shut down. This might be one of those situations where he says, nope, I'm done. This is where I'm going. Don't contact me. I'm sold. I'm going to Bama. I'm going to be the next great Bama running back. And it's a done deal. Could not be. It's hard to tell, especially in today's era of college football recruiting. But to make me feel even more confident about what I'm saying yesterday, if you haven't paid attention, Xavier Crowell posted on his social media that he would now not be committing on December 31st, which was his original commitment date of this year. He said, no, I'm not going to commit on that date. Of course, that looks like he's going to commit earlier. He's going to go ahead and make it official. He said, I will no longer be committing in December. Now, that's a huge deal because the last visit he had was where? Alabama. Now, he does have a visit scheduled for Georgia on the 31st of May. He's got one scheduled for Florida State on the 15th of June. He's got one scheduled for Auburn on the 14th of June. But he also has another summer visit scheduled for Alabama on the 21st of June. So even if he doesn't shut it down, the chances of him, follow the visits. I tell you all the time, follow the visits. He is highly forecast on every recruiting agency right now to land at the University of Alabama. Kalen DeBoer and staff will make another just big swing for a really highly touted running back, just like they did in the 2025 class with AK Deer, pulling him out from their neighboring state of Mississippi. It looks like they're going to do it in state this time with Xavier Crowell, and he won't be the only one. I feel very strongly about a couple of guys. Obviously, Cedarian Morgan being one in the state of Alabama, and Anthony being the other one. For those of you who don't know who I'm talking about, check down there at St. Paul's. So what does Alabama get with this guy? Let's look at his recruiting profile. I trust Clint Lamb wholeheartedly. I think Clint is one of the best in the business. And he's very, very high on Xavier Crowell. Very, very, very high for obvious reasons. The kid, he's a must-get prospect, first and foremost, for Alabama football. And he could be one of the, if not the best player in the state. Now, that's not to take anything away from Cedarian Morgan, but this kid at 5'11", just over 200 pounds, he is a bowling ball of a running back, very Josh Jacobs-esque to me. We all know that Jacobs was a 3-star coming out of high school and then just turned into this monster at Alabama. Credit to the staff and the conditioning and strength and conditioning. But Xavier Crowell's already kind of there. And so when you watch him, his ability to bounce off of folks, especially a lot of tape footage of him bouncing to the outside, getting down the sideline. He's got great recognition of where the sideline is, where the open field is, and moving to it and getting those chunk yards. Hence why he rushed for almost 2,000 yards last year in 2024. Now that may sound like, oh, well, that's a crazy number. There's no way. Well, guys, he didn't rush for much less than that in 2023. He rushed for 1,737 yards in 2023. And this is a high school running back. I get it. But when a high school running back is running like that and he's got schools like Georgia, Texas, and Alabama on his heels, he's the real deal. And Crowell, I'm telling you, he is the real deal. He's a rare mix of speed because of his size. He's a shorter guy. We're not talking a Derrick Henry style body here, but he's a shorter guy. But his speed and his ability to extend sideline to sideline and find a hole in doing that is pretty crazy. I'm watching him right now in the AHSAA. And just absolutely nuts, his ability to find these holes. There goes a safety miss right there. Just absolutely bonkers. This guy's going to be something really, really special, really special. It's hard to bring down because of that low center of gravity. We're talking a very strong, low body here. He's the kind of guy that can break one. He can also be the kind of guy that can get you to pick up that first down in short yardage situations. So it's going to be interesting. He can also catch out of the backfield, which is going to be huge for Alabama. Even outside, even under Nick Saban, that was something that Alabama wanted from their running backs. They wanted them to be able to pick up blitzes, catch balls out of the backfield and, of course, do their primary job of hitting a hole and getting upfield. Man, that cutback I just saw was nasty. I just for copyright reasons, I can't include the video I'm watching right now, but it's on Huddle. Get over there and watch it. And so, yeah, Alabama looks like they've got them a very, very, very good one coming. Tell me, what do you think? Who else do you want in this class? But don't say everybody. Obviously, you guys want everybody. I do too, but that's not realistic. So we absolutely love each and every one of you. You guys are the freaking best. I don't know if I tell you enough, but you are. We love each and every one of you. You know the drill. Say your prayers, read your Bibles, wash your hands, horns down, beat Auburn and LSU and Tennessee too. Roll Tide.